It's Susie Tucker with Generation Mindful here for our launch party. We are launching MOJO powerfully into the world together. I am so blessed and thrilled to have you guys in our community. And I have 2 interns in the house, and I got the thumbs up that we're live. Come and say hi, guys. This is Olivia and Jessica.
Hello.
Amazing magic women, powerful women from WashU. You guys want to say hi to the crew here?
Hey guys. Hi everyone. Happy to be here. Yes.
So we're here to open MOJO, and this is our first box, and I want you to know that I've not opened this. It's been killing me. This came to my doorstep on Saturday, and it's Monday. So it's just been sitting by my bedside, and I'm dying. So the first thing I wanted to show you is that, look, it has little dents because it came through the mail. And instead of that being a bad thing, that's a good thing. I was thinking about how that's like us, right? We're so not perfect, and that's so real, and that's life. And it actually, you know, it's through that living and the bumps that we grow. So that's not a bad thing if your MOJO has some love to it. The other thing I wanted to show you on the bottom, this cool label, is packed and shipped by JSI Warehouse. A big, huge shout out to our crew. We employ, you guys employ 5 adults with special needs, and they do all our packing and they do our shipping. They're amazing. They take such pride in this little baby right here, MOJO. Seriously, Kelly and the crew out there, you guys rock. And I can't wait to see even how you folded the tissue. That's how excited I am. And these crew out there, I was sending them videos like, I want the tissue to look like this. And they did not laugh at me. They watched my little YouTube videos, and I believe they're gonna have provided what we wanted here for our experience. So we are going, and we're gonna open this little thing. The whole idea is more joy. So I'm hoping when you saw the outside of the box that you were thinking, ooh, Tiffany blue, right? It's that little Tiffany box that's like, what's inside? And then when you open it, what will you see? It says, time to celebrate you. And can you guys smell that? Can you smell?
Oh, it's like mint.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. So that's our soap, our little splurge item for the month. You can already smell the essential oils. All right, so when you get in your box, you're gonna see always a beautiful card, and the card has these little tabs, so it's easy to pull out. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I do. I'm such a dork, but I hand stamp these for you, and I meditate and think about you, and I'm just saying, you are love, you are enough. And it took me about an hour to hand stamp all of them, and it was just my yoga for the day. So I will always do that, and I get sort of teary-eyed because I feel like I'm in your hands and in your home. Gen M is a community. We are keeping it real, and we are not a bar or something to reach. We're a place that we go when we look in the mirror and we go, I rock, I'm a rock star. And we go to celebrate ourselves, and we celebrate each other. It's not a place you go like, you know, when you go on Instagram and you're scrolling, you're like, dang, these mamas, I got nothing on these mamas. I go and I look for influencers, and I walk away feeling less than, because they're all having these amazing, you know, tea parties and with their kids, and then there's these perfectly cut hearts for Valentine's or whatever. So I want you to know, when you come to your box, it's a place to celebrate you. And so on this card, do you guys know the 4 elements? Who knows the 4 elements?
Oh, art, guide, book, and surprise.
Yeah, art, guide, book, and surprise. So we're going to get into our tissue and see what we've got there. We've got, we're going to go into art, the guide, and we have a little surprise for you. We actually have the author of our month's book on, and she's going to be able to come on and read to us. So Little Seeds Journal. So cute. All right, so you got your box, and look at the tissue that JSI did. Am I weird? I'm like geeking out of all these little things, but I'm going to break my little sticker. See what's in there. When I open it up, on top are my goodies. So we've got from Herbaria, here local in St. Louis, a vegan almond lip balm, and what was smelling so good,
So far.
I see that. Yeah. Spearmint orange. So good.
So nice.
Spearmint orange. And like a really cool coupon for you to get more if you want. So Herbaria is all natural. You won't get any of those bad things on your skin. And spearmint orange, yum. And one of you asked for vegan. And I listen when you guys email me. So we got you this vegan, really awesome lip balm. So then we have an extra goodie. So you're usually going to get something to splurge, something to take time for yourself. And my awesome sister, Trish Bordeaux, runs a company called Small Dog Prints. And she got together these cool screen printing kits. So not only can you make your own thank you cards, check it out. You got your own little screen here. We designed this mandala and this heart and little peace sign, and kids are having so much fun screen printing shirts, thank you cards. My daughter, we made our own screen print, and she was doing little things around the house. She also gave us a little packet of starter screen printing paints and some little fun cards and everything you need to get started. Is that killer? There is no like running to Michael's like, I can't do this.
Awesome, like Sunday activity.
Isn't that fun? And then all the directions. So yeah, Sunday activity. We need music. Dance party. All right, so we've got our splurge item. We've got 2 splurge items this time. We have a guide. The guide will always highlight a beautiful new color of the month and a word, a verb. And this month, create, right? So not only will this guide be easy to follow and not something that feels like a should, it's going to lift you up. Bam. If you just open your book every month, you will find something that you can just place in the kitchen or on your bedside table, a beautiful quote to inspire you. So the grass is greener where we water it, and where we place our focus, we create. And you'll see this, we collaborated with Glenna. She's actually my yogi. She literally teaches me yoga on nearly every Thursday and pulls in Reiki. And she helped us write the meditation, the ritual, and the movement. So every month, not only are you just reading and thinking, we're pulling our heart higher than our head with this little book. So fun and easy. And that same word is going to be brought to you with inspiring original art every month. Frameable. Oh, will you grab in there? I framed one for you guys to see in that little bag there. But they're 5x7s, easy to frame. Hi, everybody. I see Laura. She says, I'm so glad I'm catching this unboxing. Hi, everybody in the house. Tell me where you live. Tell me where you are. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Deborah. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Suzanne. Oh, my gosh. Look at you all out there. All right. So you guys, you've got to collect these because what I'm seeing is like we're going to have our playroom. We're going to have these lining. There's going to be 12 when the year is done. And everyone will feature the color of the month and then this explosion of black hand-created I guess it's pen with digital art. And so even though every month is a unique color, they're going to have the same vibe. And look at that for Create. Awesome. Not only then, right, you get the art and the little splurge item in the guide, but I'm so excited. We're going to show Anne Marie is here in the house with her book, Little Seed's Journey. Hi, Anne Marie. Let me get us on. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Can
you? Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
You guys here?
Yeah. Hi.
How are you?
Fun to be here celebrating with you.
We are so fortunate to have you be our first children's book launch author and story. Look how sweet this little special edition turned out.
I'm so excited. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the special edition yet. So I'm so excited to see it live with you.
Yes, I'm opening it up and look what Anne Marie did. Her team put this beautiful extra page right here just for you guys. And if you read that, it's going to tell you how big her heart is, how awesome it was for her to trust us with her baby, to put this little baby in a special small size so it would fit in your cute little MOJO box. She wrote a deep bow of gratitude to Jen M for the invitation to be included in the very first MOJO subscription box. We're honored to share Little Seed's journey with you. And she's got a bonus offer for you in there. And I told her, basically, I bragged on you all and told her how awesome you all were. And I told her that I know my community, it knows a good thing. And when we see a good thing, we want to shout about it. So guys, I want every one of you that loves this as much as I do to jump on Amazon and leave a review. Because
thank you.
It's a small little thing we can do to say thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. It looks so great. I love it so small.
Yeah, it's so cute. The pictures are amazing. Can you share with us a little bit about your inspiration for Little Seed's journey?
Yeah, I would love to. Look, yeah, it looks great. That's one of my favorite images. Here it is live, like the big size, and you have the small size. I love it.
No, hold that up again. That's so cute side by side.
Isn't that great?
Guys, is that hilarious? It's so sweet.
Yeah.
We have the book, The Large Heart, beautiful, and my kids love it. Mm. And Anne-Marie, when you sent it to me, I instantly felt safe reading it. It's just, it just brought this sense of safety.
Oh, thank you. I love that. You know, the book came to me in an inspiration when I was teaching mindfulness in a classroom a number of years ago. And we were talking about setting intentions and planting seeds in our hearts and the kinds of things that we want to grow in ourselves. And we were teaching little ones, like 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, how to be mindful of planting seeds and setting intentions in themselves so that they can grow into the human beings that they want to be. And, you know, even at a really young age, they get it. They're able to understand. There's a couple of kids who were like, well, I'm going to plant a strawberry seed in my heart. So there were a couple of kids who didn't quite get it.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to plant a strawberry seed in my heart.
But most of them really started to get with like, oh, I could plant a seed of kindness in my heart. I can plant a seed of love. I can plant a seed of generosity. I can plant all these seeds inside my heart. And when I'm mindful and when I'm tuned in and when I pay attention, I could water those seeds with my actions, my choices, my behaviors. And then sometimes there's some weeds and they get in the way, and that's okay. Just like the bent box, right?
Totally. Embracing the weeds.
Embrace the weeds. And we just, we can use our mindfulness to pay attention to the weeds and pull those weeds gently with love. We don't have to yank the weeds out. We don't have to be angry at the weeds. We don't have to make the weeds bad. We can just recognize weeds come too. And we use our mindfulness to be intentional about pulling those weeds. And so we did all this in this classroom, and it was so beautiful. And I went back to take notes. Like I always take notes after my teachings. And I was starting to write the notes, and all of a sudden my pen just started writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. And next thing you know, I was like, I don't know what all this is, but it's not the take-home note to the parents. This is something else. And 4.5 years later, it was this book.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
It was fun.
Did you feel like you birthed something into the world in a way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was absolutely like giving birth. I mean, it took so much time and love and energy. And, you know, I loved the karma for which this book was produced, because the beautiful art that was created by the amazing Molly Cranch, she just brought the vision to life in the most magnificent way. I mean, isn't it beautiful?
Look at that. That is one of my favorite pictures right there.
Oh, yes. I love that one. One of my favorites, well, some of my favorites didn't even actually make it into the book. This is one of my favorites.
That would have been hard. This has got to be one of your favorites.
Oh, that one. I love that one. And I really do love the very first page.
Yeah. I've seen you use that in your
presentations.
So Anne-Marie sends out this amazing email newsletter that you've got to get on. I read them. I love them. You're such you know what? And it's not like you dreamed of being a children's book author either. You totally surrendered to the MOJO.
Yes.
It pulled you in, and your bliss directed you here, didn't it? It wasn't like, I'm going to write a children's book.
No, it's actually like totally against what I wanted to do, you know? So I work with young adults who are like into college. You and I've talked about this. Yeah. I work with college students. And I have this podcast and we talk about cultivating self-awareness and planting seeds and being intentional. And this book just kept wanting to come through me and kept wanting to come through me. And I kept resisting it. And then I just surrendered and said, it wants to be here. And it's the best thing I've ever done. And then,
oh my goodness, I love hearing you've done a lot of amazing things.
Yeah, I've done a lot of fun things. But and then the book, you know, was birthed on March 21st, the first day of spring. So it was really intentional about planting seeds. And then MOJO is happening shortly thereafter. And it found its way into your beautiful creation. And so I want to take a moment to speak to the art of surrender, like surrendering to what wants to happen and really listening, much like I'm sure you do all the time.
Absolutely. And with the vibe of the create, please listen to that, because when we do, what happens? It flows through us and out.
It does. And we create an authentic expression of ourselves. And so your quote, the grass is greener when we water it, and where we place our focus, we create. And I think that's so true for all of us, for little ones, for bigger ones, and for us, really big ones, right? So where we place our attention is where we're going to create, no matter what. So
this little book, when you sit down with a little person in your world, whether you're an educator, a therapist, a parent, that Little Seeds journey, you are taken on a journey, an intentional journey, and you will create out of it, because it just takes you there. It takes you into that place of intentionality. And you even have an activity where they're naming and then they're planting and watching that intention grow. Yay!
We have these, another beautiful gift that arrived. These are little tiny seed papers, and they're shaped like hearts, and they're obviously of the world. And we invite children to set an intention and, you know, write their intention on their paper, or, you know, really kind of hold their intention in their heart. And then they plant these. These can be planted and they grow. And so it's this really beautiful analogy for watering your garden, watering your intentions. So what does it look like in real life? And then what does it look like in the garden? So there's this beautiful way we can tie it together and make it tangible for our little ones. And it's a reminder. And we invite children, like, every day you go water that seed in the pot, think about your intention. If your intention is to be more kind, or to be kind, because you're already kind, if your intention is to be kind, what are the kinds of things, how do you water that kindness seed in yourself? So it's a gentle reminder to every single day we need to remember how we come back to ourselves, center our heart, our core, the core of our greatness, right? All that juicy stuff that lives inside us.
Oh my goodness. So question for community out there. How do you water your seed? That juicy, creative, passionate, willing to take risks, willing to listen to the guide inside of you that wants to point you into, like for me, hey, why don't you make a subscription box? Oh, okay. You know, and every month, you know, get to curate all this yumminess. That just literally came in a moment. And then Anne-Marie, our collaboration, and even the inspiration for your publishing your book, all came from a listening.
Totally. All the things I'm doing in the world right now came from their listening. Like, my business coaches and all my advisors tell me to do a bunch of different things, and my intuition, my knowing, my inner self have sent me in two completely different directions.
Totally.
Yeah.
So out there in the comments, think about it. What are you doing to water? And I think first you've got to listen for the seed, right? Yep. And name it.
That's the mindfulness piece, right? That's our like willingness to get still every day. You know, and I love this time of year because my garden is such a beautiful reminder. Look, if I look out at your garden, our flowers, our bushes, our trees, our grass, it's just sitting there, like absorbing the sun, taking in the beautiful fertilizer in the earth, and it's slowly growing and peeking out. The same is true for us. If we just get still 2 minutes a day, I like more like an hour a day, but like we just
my body's where it won't let me out of my bed until I get up, and then I'm like, nope, get back down. And then I like to get horizontal, and I know a lot of yogis and meditators sit, and I've done sits, 20-minute sits, but I'm finding when I just surrender, and then it's just so easy that I just lay. And I like mantras. So I don't know about you, but I start my day with a mantra. And
what's yours? I'm going to look up, I'm going to tell you mine, but what's yours?
I am enough.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so perfect.
Yeah. And sometimes it's, I am love, I am enough. So that's just been my, if I can go to that place, remember, like literally my member, go into that place. I feel like that's my core, that's my center, and that's where my listening and like not doing so much as less hustle, kind of more grace. So that's always my intention at the beginning of the day, because I'm a doer and I make stuff happen.
Yeah, really?
That's deep. Make
anyone else out there notice that?
Make happen, right? MSH, make 4-letter word happen. If you're going to do that and be generating, you want to have less hustle, more grace to guide you, even though you feel like you're in perpetual action. You can't be. How about you?
Well, I am worthy. I'm valuable is one of mine. I have a lot, they kind of dance all over.
We're in the same way there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we can often, as mothers, feel like we're not enough.
Yes.
We're spread so thin and doing.
Yep.
And we're always saying, I can't do it all, or I don't have enough time, or there's a lot of ways in which we affirm what we're not.
Yes. And other people actually in the world too. And not only people, but situations.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, my friend Gina, who texted me last night and said, can I bring Owen to the MOJO launch party? And I said, yeah, it's online. And she was so funny because she was like, I'm a hot mess. I'm seriously about to drive over to your house. And then I left and I said, good luck keeping up with this hot mess. I love Gina because we're always talking about what a hot mess we are.
Yeah.
And we laugh about it. And I just tell you what, it makes it so fun to have girlfriends that we're competing over who's a bigger hot mess.
Who's a bigger mess.
Yeah, right? And not in a bad beat ourselves up way, but
just in a funny way.
Right.
Yeah. And I think there's also that, like the one in us that's out there comparing ourselves constantly to others.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly. Like, well, they've got it all together over there. Suzanne, you look like you've got it all together, man. Like,
I was going to say that about you. I make a point to tell y'all every newsletter about what is real. I hope that you get that in my life. I never want anyone to put me interns. Is that true? Like, right? Oh yeah. I'm like hot mess here, but not in a bad way. Again, I do work that intentionality. I use rituals. They save my life. And when I say hot mess, I just mean that I think my nature, maybe because I'm human, is distractible.
Yeah. And you got a couple of kids.
We're at 4, exactly. One's in Macedonia. I mean, life's always coming at you.
Yeah, so it's about being with what is in any given moment and then allowing that to be. And so for me, I've been watering my seeds. I love the prompt, how do you water the seeds, of acceptance the past 6 weeks. I've been on a giant roller coaster. My daughter's graduating. My son just came back from college. My nephew moved in with us. We had our grandchildren visiting for 10 days. We just came back from a 10-day trip. Like,
you wrote in the list, the party is just your weekend. And I was like, just show up, you're enough. I think that's what I wrote back.
You totally did. And I was like, that was a great reminder. And we need those reminders we need to constantly be reminding ourselves. So one of the ways I water my seeds of acceptance the past 6 weeks is that I use my phone because my phone is constantly dinging. It's like texting or ringing or a prompt comes up. So every time one of the dings come, I remind myself that I'm enough.
Oh, I love it.
Or I'm worthy. Or
just to breathe.
Just breathe.
That's one of my favorites. Somebody invited me into the idea whenever we walk through a door that it's a birth.
Yes.
Right? That it's, can I say it? A big vagina. And we're going through and we're being born and to breathe.
Love that. I love that.
One of my hair. What? What? Tell us.
Oh, I don't know. I was the cupcakes.
Oh my God.
What'd you say?
Rock star. Okay, if you do not know Vagina Monologues,
It was great.
she was in it. Okay.
Oh, you were? How fun.
She was in it. Go Google it if you don't know what we're talking about. So cool.
That's
I just want to say, Anne-Marie, you have big trust. We did not know each other that well. And if you're mojoing around, meditating around acceptance, I think you've got it, at least at a pretty high level. And trust, I would add to that list. So thank you for trusting me with your baby.
Thank you. Gosh.
We are so blessed to have it be the first. And
honored, so honored.
You've got to get in on these mojos. I don't say got to or need hardly ever. But I'm telling you what, we've priced it to be so competitive so that it's something that you will treat yourself to. And if you are going to bring more joy, mojo, present moment to your children, where does it start, right? But right here.
Right in yourself.
Right? So how nice to have a little box on your doorstep every month reminding you of something that you already are. And you already are creative and you already are a rock star. So Anne-Marie, thank you for helping us remember all of these things.
Deep bow. Thank you so much for including me. I'm incredibly honored. And I love being a co-creator with you in the world. And you're putting so much goodness out. And I'm glad to be a part of that.
Thank you so much. You graced us with your presence. You brought so much wisdom to today. And I know my community is so glad to meet you. And guys, so I'm going to say goodbye. And guys, I want you, I'm not even kidding. So interns are back. Go to your book because I know like hundreds of you out there already have our first mojo. Do not miss that page that Anne-Marie put in there just for you because there really is so much goodness right on this little extra page that she wrote for us. And the more we interact with our authors, we shine a light and we bring more joy to the world. We're going to be a powerful crew. I want you to know this is my intention for Mojo. I see us being 1,000, not just a couple hundred, 1,000 pretty quickly. And we're going to every month take our little spotlight and we're going to shine it not only on the things we're creating, but the creators. I call them the Mojo makers. Like my sister Trish, who is doing this awesomeness in the world. We are going to be going on their newsletters, checking out what they're making in the world, and bringing more of that goodness back in the world. Okay, so that's the way that we are curating this box of awesomeness. We're going to the makers of the world and we're bringing them to you. People on Kickstarter, people on Etsy, not the Barnes and Nobles, okay? Unless Anne-Marie hits it big and ends up there, which is all cool. But I'm talking about the self-published authors and the awesome makers of the world. We are bringing these goodnesses to you. So ladies, anything else you want to say?
I want to read your book. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to read the whole book. So you guys, you want to get on this. The second we hit stop, we're going to do a group reading here. And
I get lots of adults reading the book. It's funny.
yeah, are you here? Let me get you back on. Okay.
Oh.
I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we just had a request, book reading.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, right here from my intern. We're actually we're going to be doing this. Do you have a book reading on your website or some example pages for people?
You can go to littleseedsjourney.com and you can I don't think we don't have a book reading, but you can get some more information there. And I was saying that it's funny because I get lots of adults and young adults going, this is not a children's book at all.
Well, it is. And you know what? I always say simple is profound, and simple is the most complicated thing. And what I love about children's books is it takes us there to the simple truths.
Yes.
Our children are reflecting back to us all the time.
Yes.
So thanks for doing that. All right, with that, we're going to say goodbye. And thank you for bringing MOJO into the world, MOJO Launch Party. And I want a quick shout out to Chatterbox, who did our killer branding for this. Wow. It was like a party going in my inbox every day that we were making these things to see what goodness we were coming up with. So big shout out to the ladies, Sarah and Leslie at Chatterbox, that we love working with. And all of you who took a chance on me and trusted us that we were going to curate some magic for you. If you haven't gotten in on MOJO, go to our website, jenmindful.com, and click. You can get in on a 1, 3, 6, or 12-month subscription, and you save big, I think up to 25%. The more you invest in staying with us and curating many months of these gorgeous pieces. And thank you so much for being a part of this community. And there's one simple thing you can do is just celebrate you. That brings more joy into the world, whether you ever get this box or not. When you look in that mirror, see something good, celebrate it. Do a little dance party because you're a rock star. All right, guys. The broadcast worked. We're really happy about the technology. And now we're going to say goodbye. So until next month. Bye. See if we can end it.